Matt Mean here for IrishBoxing.com with short views, Ger Hughes after a nice pad session there. Yep. Next week we go to war. Well, you go to war. You go to war. You look very sharp. I have to say that. Look very sharp without the drip and you know everything else. But how are we?
Good, mate. I'm buzzing. It's nearly fight week. That's what we were talking about coming down in the car. It's basically here now. All the work's done. You don't get any fitter, so. Yeah, mate. Last spars and stuff are done. I'm buzzing. You know what? I just want to fight now.
Just tell me. Obviously, it's a rematch. How did this come about? First off, this fight with Rudhan and the rematch, and how did this get signed in?
Well, basically, mate. Obviously, after the last fight, I changed teams, and the goal always with Paddy, my manager, was get one more fight and straight in their rematch. And that's what we've done. Do you know what I mean? We got one fight, not a great.
Ticking over fight. It was ticking over.
Ticking over fight. Do you know what I mean? It was a routine win, but just obviously do the camp and sort of get the Pete sort of style and teaching, and then yeah, mate. I said to Paddy, says once I get a fight, I'll take the Rudy rematch, and I've done that, and Rudy knew that. So yeah, mate, we're here, and do you know what? It's going to be a great card, and it's going to be a great fight.
Just talk me through the first fight. Obviously, you know, it was a split draw. Can you just talk me through about what you thought about the cards first off when you first? Just bring me back to when you were in the ring at that time and you heard those cards to now. Like what was your thinking of when you heard that score for the first fight?
Me personally, mate, yeah, it was a good fight. But yeah, I agreed with the cards. Even watched it back. Andy Lee, I was talking to Andy Lee, and he agreed with it too. So. Listen, mate, there's a lot of talk, obviously, the controversy, and do you know what I mean? And there is controversy, people are talking about it, but it doesn't matter because we're going to fight again, do you know? So I think, you know, you could sit and you could
talk about it for hours and hours.
You could sit and talk about anything for hours and hours, mate, do you know what I mean? And on Facebook writing stuff, but is there really any point when we have another massive fight ahead of us, do you know what I mean? And another showdown. So I don't really think about the last fight. I know that I wasn't 100%, and that's why I'm confident getting into the rematch, and he'll be confident too. We're meant to be confident. This is what we do, you know. We do this every day in the gym. So yeah, man, I just can't wait. It was a good fight the last time, and it's going to be an even better fight this time.
Can you just talk to me about some of the preparation that you've been doing for this rematch? Obviously, you've been here, you've been in the Collisieum. What's the preparation been like for this rematch?
It's been great, mate. You know, to be honest, it's the first time I've been somewhere and everything's just done for you. You just show up and everything's programmed and it's done. The fittest I've ever been, 110%. It's showing him my sparring, it's showing him my gym work, it's showing him my sprints. I just can't wait to see everything we talk about. It's just about getting in there. Like, yeah, I just can't wait. And again, you know, it was.
Once fight becomes, will the mood change at all to kind of zoned in and locked in and ready to go?
Oh yeah, like I'm locked in now. Do you know what I mean? All focus is on next Saturday. It's all I've really been thinking about for even from maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. I just there's eagerness, it's anticipation. That's what it is. So, mate, I can't wait to go down and get into the ring. I'm actually, I said to Tron, just can't wait for the bell to go. Just can't wait.
What's it like to fight once again at home? Because obviously you've had the privilege of fighting there many times. But what's it like to step in a ring in Belfast in front of your home crowd and have the privilege to do it so many times over and over and over again?
It's great, mate. That's what you want to be. But that's what you want to be doing. Do you know what I mean? I know there's big cards happening elsewhere, but fighting at home, you can't beat that feeling. Do you know what I mean? I actually had my debut away from home, and then I came back for a fight, and the difference was insane.
Just in terms of crowd, or just
the atmosphere of the crowd, the buzz. You know, even the buzz around this card, mate. Yeah.
It's a great card. It's like 5 debuts on the card. Obviously yourself in the rematch, the man himself, Tyrone McKenna, making their return. But you know, it's a great card. But what do you think of the card yourself as a whole?
It's a great card. It's probably one of the most important cards for the landscape of Irish boxing this year. Do you know what I mean? A lot of fights are going to play out how divisions go, and yeah, mate, it's a great card. A lot of buzz. There is a lot of buzz about even, you know, Tyrone coming back. You've me and Rudy's fight. You know, it's quite insane being so early on in my career. I'm not even pro 2 years yet, and I'm in such a big fight. And coming off the last fight on the Matchroom show, it puts me in better stead to deal with the fight week. And then obviously you've Owen O'Neill and Dylan Moran. It's a great card.
In terms of fighting on a matchroom card, and obviously the head, Eddie Hearn, did you speak to Eddie at all after, and about how that went?
Yeah, mate, I've spoken to him a few times. He actually follows me on Instagram.
Jeez, wow, I never knew that.
Instagram, yeah. I spoke to him after the fight, and
Into DMs or just like in real life?
I've spoken to him a few times on DMs in real life, but I spoke to him after the fight, and he thought it was a fair result. I spoke to him in New York too. He was at the Ryan Garcia. I was over with Sean, and we spoke about the fight, and we also spoke about some fights that he has as well. So, yeah, mate. Listen, you know, it was a great card to be a part of, and the experience of that alone so early on in my career. You know, you hear people talking about the big stage. That's the biggest stage. That was the biggest stage that you could have been a part of.
It's a privilege as well to fight.
But it definitely, you learn a lot from it. You know, the media and the fight week and stuff. You know, that last one, it was like you sort of forgot you were fighting because you were part of such a big week, and then you weigh in, you go friggin' fighting tomorrow. So knowing that there's be a lot more switched on this time round.
Talk to me about the experience in New York, obviously with Sean McComb on a huge crowd. We all know what happened. I'm not really going to say much more of that, but just talk me about your experience in New York and being with a good friend in Sean McComb and being there for him. And what was it like being at a huge event like that on top of a massive fight as well?
It was crazy, mate. I still sort of fucking forget that I was there. But like, Jesus Christ, I was there. It happened so fast, and yeah, it was amazing. You know, seeing Sean go through what Sean does in his preparations on fight week. On realistically, you know, Sean should be sitting now number 1 in the WBO. He should be ranked number 1 in the world, and he's not. But being around someone that is
down to 14th or 15th or something now, which like when I
how do you basically get robbed the number 1 and then be
dropped all the way? Like, cause I remember I woke up obviously and I watched the fight, and the result came, and I scratching my head, and I was like, how, what, why? But you know, so stuff like that shouldn't be happening. But what thing is next for Sean McComb? Obviously, have you heard anything from Sean? Is he coming back, or what's the crack?
Yeah, fuck with Sean. Sean hasn't even started really yet, mate. Like that, a lot of people don't know. Sean probably thought he was going over for a payday, and when he performed, I think people have now went, oh shit, like Sean's world class. We all knew in here that he was world class, so I think it's only the start for Sean, really. Do you know, and it's going to be hard, obviously, because he's a risk now. He was an unknown quantity before it. Now people go, that's a banana skin. So yeah, I mean, I think we've been in touch with Sean. Sean's going to start training in the next few weeks, and I think obviously his management have something for him, so be good.
Okay. I want you to stare down this camera. Rudhan Farrell, right? He's looking at you right now. One last question. What do you want to say to Rudhan as he's looking down that camera right now?
I don't want to say anything. I'll just grab him by the neck. Rudhan, you're getting it. Next Saturday night, your time is over, son. It's over. It's over.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate it.